Now let's see some of the reactions in which the COOH group reacts as a whole. It reacts as a whole. So the first one is reduction reaction. So it is simply you have to remove oxygen from your acid. So it will form either alcohol or alkane. So the first one is, under this is two alkanes. So suppose I take an acid RCOOH, we take 6Hi, red phosphorus and 473K. We have already seen that red phosphorus plus Hi is a very strong reducing agent. So it simply forms a alkane, which is RCH3 plus H2O and I2. On partial reaction, it forms an alcohol. So two alcohols. So RCOOH reaction with lithium aluminium hydride or NaBH4. So they will partially reduce it to alcohol. So it will form RCH2OH. The second kind of reaction is also a bit important. It is known as decarboxylation reaction. So this is using soda lime, which is CaO. So how is this happening? Suppose you have RCOOH, so in this you have to just remove the COO out of the reaction. You add some NaOH with CaO at a very high 630K. So in this decarboxylation reaction, you have to remove the COO group out of the reaction and it will directly form an alkane, which is RH and Na2CO3. Suppose I take an example under this section, CH2, COOH and a COOH at a temperature of 415K. So if I do this, if I have two of them COOH, one of them will be eliminated to form a ethanoic acid. There is one more way to do a similar reaction. It is called as electrolytic decarboxylation. So in this reaction, these reactions take place on anode. So they are done inside a cell where you have some kind of charges. You have to put some of anode electrodes. So this reaction is also known as Kolbe's electrolytic reaction. So for example, I have 2RCOONA. It forms 2RCOO minus plus 2Na plus. This ionization takes place at inside the cell. Then 2H2O forms 2OH minus plus 2H plus. This is also ionization reaction. So at anode electrode, we see that this 2RCOO minus, this gives 2 electrons out of it to ultimately form a 2RCOO, and then under the charges the COO group is just out of the reaction. It forms a RR plus a 2CO2 group. so it's out of the reaction. The CO2 comes out as a gas formation. The third type under this section is decarboxylation of silver salts of carboxylic acids. These reactions. So suppose I have a silver salt of carboxylic acid, CH3COOH, that is a silver salt. You add some bromine to the reaction. The reaction has CCl4 reflux. What happens is that this whole term gets out of the reaction. It forms a alkyl bromide, which is CH3Br, plus a CO2. This COO comes out as a CO2 and forms a AgBr. This reaction is known as Hunt's-Picker reaction.
Thank you for watching. Visit us at needbook.in.